This is another episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. On this special bonus show, I've made some connections. We have a new president. I'm going to call President Trump right now. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, President Trump, I can say that now. You're officially, after the inauguration, President. Mr. Trump, how are you feeling?
Well, I've never felt better in the history of our country. We had a landslide victory. We had the most votes ever, frankly, in the history of civilization. And we're going to make America so great again, believe me.
Well, we're just so excited that you won, but congratulations. It was a long, hard fight. What do you plan to do to celebrate?
We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to have a lot of parties at Mar-a-Lago with lots of Diet Coke, big league Diet Coke, lots of McDonald's. Okay, we're going to make McDonald's great again. As you know, I won Employee of the Month at McDonald's, and we're going to fix that McFlurry machine. It's really going to be fantastic.
Well, I think that sounds very exciting. Now, we have 4 years of work ahead of you as president. What's going to be your prime directive?
Well, as I said, we're going to fix the McFlurry machine. That's probably number one. And we're also going to deport. We're going to deport all the bad hombres, the bad ones.
Oh, the bad hombres. Well, I think that sounds like a good plan. Well, before we let you go, President Trump, any thing you'd like to share with your constituency?
Well, that's right. I've got a beautiful constituency, and we're going to make your life so much better. You're going to be making millions and billions of dollars, maybe trillions, and we're going to build a big, beautiful wall, and Mexico's going to pay for it.
Wow. Well, you have some great plans. We're so thankful that you are our new president, and good luck, Mr. Trump. I'm sorry, good luck, President Trump.
Thank you very much. You must call me president. Otherwise, Scott, I might have you deported.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I can't talk to the new president, but thanks to the very talented stand-up comic and impressionist, Josh Rosen. Out of South Florida, we got a chance to have that conversation. Josh, you must be so excited that President Trump won and is going into 4 years of work.
It's going to be an amazing 4 years. I am very happy. I've been imitating Trump since he was first in office, and obviously the impression has improved quite a bit since that time, so I'm really excited for the next 4 years.
Yeah, it was so funny. You and I had a quick phone call before the inauguration, actually before the election, about how your career might change based on the outcome of the election. Now, you also do a really good Biden, but obviously Trump getting into office really gives your act a bit of a boost. And I've seen you work for a couple of years, and the audiences just love it when you do Biden and Trump, but you do have some other impressions, right?
I do. I have a number of other impressions. Obviously, right now, Trump is the main one that I lead with, and people hire me to do like private shows, as Trump, birthdays and weddings and roasts. But I do a number of other impressions, including a lot of political figures, as well as comedians like Larry David, Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah.
So outside of the presidents, Biden and Trump, is there a favorite that you like doing?
There's a number that I really do enjoy doing. Rodney Dangerfield now.
Can we have a little talk with Rodney?
Yeah, I tell you, let's do it. Expect it all. They said to look out for number one. I stepped in number two.
Well, that sounds amazing, Josh. Great job.
Oh, yeah. When people hear me do Rodney, they're like, man, you brought him back.
Oh, that is so great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Rosen is out of the South Florida area. If you're ever down there, look for him. He performs live all over, but he also does private gigs, and he's available for corporates. A very talented stand-up comic, and as you heard, a very talented impressionist. Josh, thanks so much for joining us on the podcast.
Thanks so much for having me, Scott.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on this special bonus show. You'll hear more of Josh on other parts of the podcast. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back with some more great comedy next week. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks so much. Have a great one, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.